Hello everyone. Good evening. Those of you who know me knows that one of the things I said on my channel was that I would never speak about the Markles, Meghan's ridiculous, racist, grifting, trash ass, every disgusting negative word you can think of family. I've been and I've tried my best to ensure that I don't bring their nonsense near my page. But a couple of things have happened recently that I've tried to ignore, and they've done this in a way to try and mess up Megan's with love Megan's success and her as ever success. And I think some people are getting carried away by placing their own pain and very complex sadness around family estrangement using Megan as a point of contact, whether you agree or disagree. So I thought, you know what, it would be useful to kind of recap how we got here. So you're about to watch me recap as much as I could tolerate of why I think Thomas Markle is an emotionally manipulative, grifting, trash ass piece of shit, and why I personally would be putting something on the grill when his ass is finally dragged into the depths of hell. This goes for his children, for his other children as well that participate in this nonsense. And just before I close and before I start playing the video, I want you to know that there are other members, other grandchildren of Thomas Markle's that he has never met. Sit on that.
Photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who was with American Media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. I was just part of it, basically. The royals only.
Father Thomas Markle has made a bold claim about his grandchildren Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Speaking with DailyMail.com, Thomas expressed deep empathy for King Charles, as both have been separated from their grandchildren whom Thomas has never met. Thomas continued, "It struck me as very sad that Meghan and Harry's kids are being denied the right to know their cousins who look like fantastic children," adding, "It's sad Archie and Lilibet don't take part in things like tripping the colour, which is their birthright." Thomas added, "The decisions Meghan and Harry have made will affect their kids for the rest of their lives. I find myself wondering how Archie and Lilibet will feel in a few years' time when they realize all the things they have missed out on."
Knows you've had a stroke.
Of course he has to know.
I'm taking it from that she hasn't called you.
No,
No phone call.
no.
How long has it been now?
It's been 4 years.
So just radio silence.
Exactly.
So, Russell, look, none of us want to get in the middle of the family dynamic here between, father and daughter, but it's pretty rough when you're not willing to ring your dad even after having a stroke.
Well, I don't think there's any room in the middle of it because there's an awful lot of the Markles speaking out. I mean, we've had Thomas himself, who didn't look well in that interview. I mean, I think our hearts do go out to him. He certainly doesn't look as though he's a well man. I mean, Meghan hasn't been speaking to him in recent months. You've, of course, got Samantha and Thomas Jr. speaking out as well. And I think had Meghan come here, it would have not only been a huge, huge distraction for the main event, because how would the family have dealt with her? How would have the media have dealt with her?
Have
Have you discussed it with your father, Thomas?
Yeah, he said the same. He said the same thing. I don't believe, and he doesn't believe that there are kids, because you don't yank around and use alleged children as pawns so much. We're only going to let you see our children if you behave in a certain way, and we can control the landscape. I mean, it was like really sick and contrived, and I think he got to the point where, excuse my French, BS. This is not how you treat human beings about something so special and so important as family, whether it's the line of succession or genealogy, and the ability to see, quote, grandchildren before you pass away. A lot of family members want that, if just to be able to have a point of reference, write something down in the family memoirs that, here's another addition to the family. So I think it's been a very cruel game, and I think he accepts it. And he even said, we've seen this much of this kid.
What they've decided to do is, to me, embarrassing. I think when they got married, they married into royalty, and they knew what they were getting themselves into. That's been Harry's life. Meghan's had a similar kind of life, and I think they've hurt the Queen. I think they've hurt the royals. And it just doesn't work to be going to another country and then serving England. It's never going to work. I'm a little embarrassed for them and feeling very sorry for the Queen. Now, of course, I'm sure that made Meghan get really angry with me, but that's how I felt at the time.
And Thomas, obviously we all know about this letter that she sent you, which then appeared in the Mail on Sunday. She's just won a court action against the Mail on Sunday for publishing that letter. What do you want to say about that?
I'm the one who released the letter, a part of the letter. And that was because a magazine was doing a story about me. Meghan's friends were telling a story about me that were mostly lies. And after reading these lies, I said I have to retaliate, and by retaliating, I released part of the letter. I didn't release the whole letter. Had I done that, you would have seen something that was horrible. I had held that letter for 6 months, and I was going to destroy it. It was so bad.
Really? What, something that Meghan said to you?
Yeah. A lot of things that were said to me. The word love was never in the letter for me. Although the people in the magazine said that she reached out to me with love and wanted to get back together, that wasn't the letter at all. That wasn't what it was intended to do.
Thomas, you took care of Meghan on your own for years. She came and lived with you.
Yes.
For a long time. And now you're completely estranged. And of course, there is an irony that they've now been doing a series of interviews and pictures to promote their own image and make lots of money out of that, in different ways. What do you feel about that you were basically pilloried and shamed for doing, by them, for what they are now doing to promote their own image?
Exactly. I've been pushed around and knocked down for one thing I did, for one big mistake I made, and I've apologized for it as many times as I possibly can. However, I love my daughter very much. Had I known she was having psychological problems, I would have been there for her. Biggest problem here is she's pretty much ghosted all of her family, on her mother's side and my side. So, she really had no one to reach out to. she would have had us if she kept us.
Okay, because that's, I mean, as her father, and everyone knows that you're currently estranged, but watching your daughter describe that she had the darkest thoughts while she was pregnant and didn't get the help she needed, that must have really hurt.
Well, it really did upset me. Like I said, she could have. It would have been easy for her to reach out to me or any of the rest of her family, who she claims she doesn't know. But the other thing is that I would think that she could turn to her husband.
Well, she says she did turn to her husband, and her husband cradled her, looked after her, held her hand, was by her side, and clearly supported her.
Okay. Obviously not supported her that well.
Do you think that you are going to be able to mend your relationship?
The bottom line is, she didn't lose me. She made a statement saying she lost me. She didn't lose me. I would have always been there for her. I'm there for her now if she wants me. But it's been a long time. This thing about the press and so forth, I've done maybe about six articles for the press. And as everyone knows, every other little newspaper takes those articles and suddenly it's 100 articles. But I've never done that many. I do it
Thomas,
only
what did
every
you
30
feel?
days.
What did you feel, Thomas, about the content of the interview that didn't